This hose is far more diversified as far as the applications go. Because of its clarity, the sunlight goes through it, and thus the water doesn't get heated. Also, the self-emptying aspect means that it saves water. In areas like California or Arizona, different areas where there's water shortages, it's critical to be able to save water by the fact that it doesn't need to be flushed because the water doesn't get hot, and it also is emptying itself, so you're using all the water with each application. That means that it remains lightweight because it's discharged the water, which is heavy, and it also means that the water doesn't sit there getting stagnant and the water is not there to freeze. So the garden hose is available in 25, 50, 75 and 100 foot lengths, and it comes in a 5/8 diameter, which actually will, depending on your water pressure, if you've got high water pressure, will actually stretch to 3/4 for flow rate. So this material is very rubber-like and wants to remain in its shape. So you can see by my demonstrating it, it goes right back to its shape, so it's very kink resistant. You can forcibly hold it depending on the water pressure, but it wants to just straighten itself out, and we could demonstrate that where you have a twisted hose and you can actually watch it as the water comes down it straighten itself out to laying flat on the ground. A lay flat hose, this could be also considered in that category, and of course the advantage to that is in winding it, it takes up very little space and is easy to wind because it wants to lay on to itself again. So under the lay flat category, it fits there. As far as hose reels go, when you wind this hose into a standard hose reel, you want to do it when it's pressurized, because so now when you're winding it, it's in its round state, and now when you complete winding it, you can now turn off the water, open the nozzle, it'll drain itself, and it will leave space around itself on the hose reel, so that the next time you use it, when you water pressurize it, you'll be able to get complete flow throughout the reel when you only maybe want to take part of the reel off. The fittings on this hose, as you can see, are quite different. They're actually nylon 6/6, which is a very tough material. You can drive over the fitting, you can't hurt it. It's also NSF, there's no odor to it either, because it's made with materials that have been approved for NSF, for potable water. As far as the weight of the hose, I mean, you can see how compact and flexible it is, but as far as the weight goes, one of the key factors for it being light, I mean, a 25-foot hose only weighs 13 ounces. So a 100-foot hose is under 4 pounds, and a conventional PVC hose can be upwards to 15-20 pounds, and then you add the weight of the water, and the weight of the water is a huge factor. So a 100-foot rubber hose can be weighing up to 40 pounds, 50 pounds with water in it. And this, of course, always empties the water, so the water is not a factor anymore because it's been discharged. So now the ClearFlow hose is available in the US through Amazon.com. They're great with quality, and this is a quality product to meet their standards. Many people appreciate the advantages that this hose has that no other hoses have.